So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Stroud now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go, let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Got his man, Dell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play action. Stroud now. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. On the bootleg, Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2J.
Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. $7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A solid run and maybe then some by Etienne. And he's become one of the league's best playmakers over these last couple of seasons, totaling over 1,400 yards from scrimmage in each of the last 2 campaigns.
Lawrence will throw. Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And it's second down.
When you look at the defense for these Texans,
they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
from midfield now, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Now Stroud.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Lawrence.
He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
30 left. Hey, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
I'm red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
70 yards.
and the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Oh, boy. Hey! Hey, uno.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And we always knew the potential was there, and Collins took a massive leap in his third season, realizing that potential, producing just under 1,300 yards a year ago. The Texans love his big frame and believe in this young man, and he'll be their big-time receiver for now and the future.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Whoa.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, south. Good.
Stroud looking to throw.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this down to the 40.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. In motion right is Thomas.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and 6 from the 10. ETN up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Brenton Strange, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end.
At the 30-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
South. Hey, uno more. Why Tony? 19 Texas. Buggy.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, go!
On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. South. Good.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Pass caught. It's Justin Shorter. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Able to fight through one tackle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Wow, for today. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Mixon up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down and 8.
All right.
Delson in motion. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Red on red.
Looking to throw. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready. Red 23.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Right, let's go. 11, and it. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 53 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
On the quick, right?
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right.
Here's Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tonight. Look the hot. Look the hot. Tonight.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, ready. Hey, south. Hey, uno more. Tonight.
Stroud now on 4th down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Virgil, 58 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go.
Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Red, 23.
Again, it's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence
eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Stroud looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the ground like that.
I think he was fortunate that didn't get intercepted, fell to the ground incomplete, but you got to really be careful about that one. Yeah, you can break it every now and then, but as a general rule, don't throw across your body.
Flushed out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud back to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
46 yards.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Lawrence.
Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again.
eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem